All right, I'm Alex Dixon with Group 1, Week 4. Um, it was a little difficult for me to find a topic, but I wanted to apply this week's readings to our individual research proposal. Um, this week's readings were definitely a welcome change to what I've become accustomed to over the past 3 weeks, since it was focused more on the methodology of research rather than topics that we could potentially research. I love the topics we've been studying, but it's a nice refresher of how to do research. In my undergraduate program, there was a very solid emphasis placed on subjective research, where we were to use sources to support our opinion or point of view. And I struggle with this because I'm not a black and white person. I don't think that there's one answer for every single problem. And I believe that there could be many solutions to a problem or many thoughts and ideas surrounding a situation. In the summer reading, the part that really stood out to me and opened my eyes to different types of research was the figure on page 6. I'm a very visual learner, and seeing all these different types of behavioral research techniques laid out in a nice, simple, friendly manner really helped me a lot. And it helped me understand the effectiveness of each technique in different situations. Right now I'm working on a personal project that I'm kind of hoping translates into a thesis. It's in the infancy stages right now, but basically I'm studying the intolerances of individuals and trying to figure out ways to help others understand how our intolerances affect the people we are intolerant with, if that makes any sense. Basically, for example, people that are very intolerant of Muslims, how their views and their actions towards Muslims affects not only the Muslims themselves, but how they are perceived by others. I want to find a way to let people tell their own stories through video interviews, which kind of goes into the behavioral research. I personally have never done a serious interview for research, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. So this project that I'm working on will probably utilize a lot of archival research, interviews, questionnaires, and systematic observation to accomplish what I'm trying to do. Another part that stood out in the summer and summer reading was the dealing with reactivity section on page 8. This is actually something that I hadn't even thought about in regards to my own personal project or community or any type of community-based research until now. Both of these weeks' readings not only gave me a good idea of the foundations and processes of community research, but also opened my eyes to the amount of psychology involved in behavioral research. I thought it was absolutely astounding how much thought is involved in, like, you want to send out questionnaires before you do interviews, or vice versa, depending on the situation, because doing one before the other could affect your results. I mean, that's something I'd never even thought of. Like I said before, my undergraduate program really focused on one solution based on your research, not different types of solutions, or they didn't really teach you to think about the different ways that the way you conduct your research could affect your outcome. It's also helped me kick around some ideas for my individual research proposal, which definitely after reading this week's text, I plan on starting sooner than later. I actually did have a question for Dr. Van Voorhees, and that is, do we need to clear our topics for the proposal before we go ahead and write it, or can we just go ahead and dive in and then we turn that in towards the end of the course? I looked through the syllabus and didn't see a point where we turn in topics or had to get anything approved through you, but I want to do that before I started digging in and getting all crazy with my research. But this week's readings were definitely eye-opening for me, and made me think about a lot that I'd never thought about before. So I'm really, really looking forward to the rest of this course and all the courses that follow with it. And that's it. All right.